Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy, the Beanie Boy, and only the Beanie Boy. Welcome back to yet another Stomp Wrestling video. As you can see, I got the boy with me, MPKH. Today's just MPKH, so I'm not sure if he's filtered or unfiltered. Maybe it's not even him. I guess we're about to find out during the course of the video. Otherwise, yeah, bro, we're here for one reason. One reason only, as you have read by the title of the video. It's another MJF promo, bro. It's another goddamn MJF promo. And this time he cut the promo with one of the best wrestling minds in the business. Dead or alive right now, Sir William Regal. But before we get into it, Mr. MPKH, how you feeling, sir? How you feeling?
Good Lord. I have watched this promo like 6 times today on repeat.
Yeah.
And I just can't get enough of it. Like, wow. Just, wow. I did say, like, I think that this promo has to be one of the best promos of the year. Bro, because, wow. I know some
Overall,
people
bro.
I know some people are gonna say it was kind of forced. They mentioned WWE quite a lot, but I don't give a shit about that. Yeah, man, that promo was just wow. So let's go over it piece by piece. So it starts off.
Yeah, because we need to dissect that promo, bro.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So it starts off with MJF saying he has a story to tell William Regal and he wants to listen. And he basically starts off with this whole wrestling journey from 7 years ago. And then he mentioned his trainers, Brian Myers and the other guy. I forgot his name.
Yeah, that we don't know.
Yeah, Brian Myers is Kurt Hawkins, who's currently in
Yeah.
Impact Wrestling right now. For those that are
Digital
aware of him.
championship holder. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So yeah, he got a WWE tryout and he had to impress the trainers at the time, Dean Malenko, Arn Anderson, and William
Arn
Regal
Anderson.
himself.
William Regal.
And then apparently Dean Malenko said, rang the bell and said get out. And then every extra had some matches to do. And MJF was given 3 minutes. And after those 3 minutes, William Regal pulled him aside and said, kid, I'm going to get you a job there. So I'm busy thinking, okay, William Regal probably has something harsh to say about MJF because he wasn't in WWE at the time. Because he was competing in the indies like MLW and other promotions at that time.
Yeah.
So yeah. The next thing he said,
I think though,
yeah,
how MJF put it was that they were trying out, right, with a whole bunch of prospective WWE superstars. And he was second in line to step into the ring. So when the person in front of him, number one, stepped into the ring, they rang the bell immediately and they're like, get out. So that's when MJF felt pressure to perform, like he said. So he got in there and he sparred and he won. And that's when William Regal pulled him to the side. And he said, kid, it's just me and you. You've got 3 minutes to impress me. And I think that's where everything took off because I think William Regal was impressed enough by MJF in the ring and in those 3 minutes that he gave MJF. But the age, bro. The age, which plays a big part of this whole thing.
Bro, all I gotta say is in professional wrestling, age is nothing but a number. I mean,
that's fact.
You can see we see 60-plus-year-old men jump off some high stuff. Hashtag Sting.
We're looking at you.
And hell, we even see a 70-year-old man still wanting his one last run in wrestling. Hashtag Ric Flair.
You see you, Rick.
But hey, bro.
But I think, bro, and I don't know, I could be like 1 in 55,000 people who see this the way it is. But 19 is very young, bro. Especially if the plan was to have him go to the main roster. Because a lot of people think and most of them are like 3 or 4 years above 19. Like McIntyre was sent back and he was way over 19. You know, um, Brock Lesnar only won his first championship, but he was way above 19. You know what I'm saying? So I think in a sport like this, in a sink or swim sport like pro wrestling, it would have been difficult anyway for MJF to swim. You know what I'm? And that's just my opinion because 7 years ago, WWE was the shit. I mean, it still is now, but there was no competition for WWE 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so, do you think a 19-year-old MJF would have swam in WWE 7 years ago?
You never know. You never know what could happen. But
I mean, you never know, of course.
I think they would have put him in NXT, and they would have had him go up against guys like Neville at the time. Oh wait, no, Neville moved up to the roster.
Moved up.
Who was in NXT?
12-5 Black.
They would have had him go up against
Wasn't that
Joe.
Sami Zayn era?
Yeah, Sami Zayn, Joe, Nakamura, Finn Balor, all those guys. Yeah, they would have given MJF a few years running. Cause let's be honest, him, Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, Undisputed Era, and all those guys would be running NXT.
Fact.
And let's look at it. And I know I don't want to mention Velveteen Dream right now, but he was at a young age, and the guy and everybody loved him. Like
even John Cena.
Yeah, he even impressed a lot of legends. Even John Cena said, "I want a dream match with Velveteen Dream."
Yeah.
But now, look what happened. Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Now, we want to get to the next part, and that was the fact that he had to send matches and promos to Regal within the space
Every
of 3
fucking
months.
month, bro.
Yep. I'm just there like, yo, I wonder if he's gonna join the company. Because if you're sending matches and promos to William Regal, then you gotta get the green light. You have to get the green light.
Of course, bro. That gives some hope that something is going well, bro.
Yeah. But what was interesting was that MJF read out the email sent to him 7 years ago, and it was kind of shocking, really.
It was. I mean, for someone like Regal who said, "Kid, you've got a job here. You've got a future here. Don't stop pushing. Keep sending those matches. Keep sending those promos." To turn around and be like, "Yeah, well, sit down for a bit. I'll call you back later," type of thing. That was condescending.
Bro.
That was
very condescending in the slightest. And my biggest takeaway from that whole thing was the fact that he mentioned he wanted to unalive himself because of that. But he was like, nope. All the people that said you can't do it, all the naysayers, all those people, he thought they would win if that happened. So, and I know we would be miserable if we didn't have an MJF. Yeah, we would be miserable.
I think that's my thing about that promo, bro. That MJF is supposed to be the biggest asshole in pro wrestling today. But that promo, bro, like, it made you think back to a time when people were like, "You can't do this shit." You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you've had people who tell you, "Nah, bro, you can't hoop for shit." And now you're doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it makes you think back to a time when you were told you couldn't, bro, and you actually did it. So for me, that was a great development in MJF's character. Like, if you turned him face, which won't happen, I hope it doesn't, but if you turned him face tomorrow, people would buy that just from that promo.
Well, there are plans that AEW want to make MJF a babyface. And I think
no,
it's very, in my opinion, I think it's very rushed.
Definitely. Because, I mean, depends who you put him up against also, but nah, bro. I can't see MJF shaking hands and kissing babies, bro.
Nah. I'd much prefer MJF stay a heel or be a tweener. One of the two.
Tweener, definitely.
But
Yeah.
babyface, oh no, please, God, no.
There's no way.
That's like trying to
There's
imagine.
no way.
That's like imagining Kofi Kingston as a heel. Ain't no way. No fucking ways.
That's facts, bro. That's fact. So now the response by William Regal, because MJF cut that promo by himself, like for the majority.
Oh.
But William Regal responded.
Ooh.
And in William Regal's response, he challenged MJF. Said, yes, this is what I've been wanting from you. This is exactly why I told you to go away, so that you can build up what I'm seeing now. But, and there is a but, you're still not the shit.
Ooh.
That's basically what he said.
Ooh.
And that for me was crazy, bro, because MJF, we know him, we love his work. But the fact that William Regal even proved his own point by saying, if you're the man you think you are, knock me the fuck up. And he turned his back to the man, bro. He turned his back to the man, and MJF hesitated. What does that say, bro? What did you take away from that? Because for me, that was crazy.
Well, what I can take away from that was William Regal did mention us villains, we're not just villains for the sake of it. There's a backstory to it. And we all know every villain has a backstory. MJF was a good kid, used to get bullied a lot. He mentioned that in the beginning of the year against CM Punk.
Yeah. And in this promo.
Yeah. He mentioned
talk about
that
being
as
a Jewish boy.
Mm-hmm. But what I could take away from both MJF and William Regal as villains, William Regal is the old-fashioned villain. Like, he doesn't need to hurt you just to make a point. He can hurt you verbally, and he can hurt you mentally. And he'll even use brass knucks when necessary.
Bro had brass knucks in his suit, bro.
Bro, I was just there like...
It was crazy.
I was just there like, yeah, this man's is proper. This man's is proper.
That was crazy.
Yeah. And then when you get to MJF, he had his moment of being the good guy. It didn't work to him. It didn't work for him. Now we see him as the villain. And everybody loves a good villain. Everybody loves a good villain. So
yeah, I hear you, bro. So my question would then be, what now? Because I feel like those two, I mean, the story writes itself, and sometimes you don't need to complicate things in pro wrestling, bro. If the story is right there, then give it to us as it is, bro. Sometimes you don't even have to go through creative and think of storylines. The story is right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my question to you, Mr. MPKH, what's next for either MJF or MJF and William Regal?
I think MJF is going to go into the feud with Jon Moxley for Full Gear because he mentioned, because in the main event of Dynamite, he said, I'm going to cash in my chip at Full Gear and I'm going to walk out champion.
Yeah.
Because also, the reason why I think he did that was because William Regal in that promo also mentioned, listen, you've been taking shortcuts, you've been getting people to do your dirty work, hashtag the firm. Yeah, that's not how they do.
Yeah.
That's like an old man telling a young buck, like, listen, this is not the way you go. You got to take the high road. That's what I expected from Regal. So,
yeah,
I think there needs to be more promo battles between MJF and William Regal.
Has to be.
Chef's kiss right there. Chef's kiss.
Has to be.
But,
and I think a defeat to Moxley at Full Gear would be a defeat to William Regal. And so I feel like even if Moxley doesn't do a lot of talking during this feud, William Regal is the perfect mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Because Moxley is only implicated in this because he's the champ. But the real story is between Regal and MJF. So more promos, bro. I'm with you there 100%.
Oh yeah. but I'm very excited to see how this goes. Like, because MJF's return has been a little bit slow, but I think it's gonna pick up. And what better way for him to win his first AEW World Championship? What better way? So yeah,
I think MJF winning the world title is the restart that AEW needs, because it's always the same folks, always the same faces. MJF is one of the four pillars. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a restart. It's them turning back the time and giving AEW a fair chance without the Chris Jericho's hogging the spotlight and without the John Moxleys and their 500 title reigns. I think John Moxley can lose to MJF, and that'll be the new era of AEW. They can call it AEW 2.0. That'll
AEW 2.0.
I'm
Bro,
joking. But I think it can only be good. Only good can come from MJF winning that world title.
they could call it the era of the devil. They could call it the era of MJF, whatever. But yeah, we are entering the MJF era, right? And it's going to happen after Full Gear. I'm calling it.
Can't wait, bro.
That's my Full Gear
Can't
prediction.
wait.
Don't worry, Full Gear predictions
Of course,
coming
and
out
I'm
soon.
with you there, bro.
So
Yeah, of course. Full gear predictions coming and other predictions coming. But I think for now we've dissected that promo. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add before we wrap it up.
I think I've said what I needed to say, and is it a possible promo of the year candidates? Let us know in the comments what if you think this is promo of the year. But I think that's all from us today, guys. Let us know in the comments who you think won the promo battle. Was it MJF? Was it William Regal? And are you excited for MJF to be the new AEW World Champion? Let us know below. And if you did enjoy this video, stomp that like button, stomp that subscribe button, and stomp that bell icon to be notified when your favorite Stomp Boys appear next. It's been your favorite Stomp Boys, the Beanie Boy and only the Beanie Boy, and MPKH himself. And we're better than you. And you know it.